That's your lesson. Now, I've helped people keep their homes from doing that. I'm going to read you guys some testimonials because probably some of you, again, you're judging me. You know, and you have to, you know, go with your gut feeling. But again, I don't have to. This business for me, it's really simple. If you help enough other people get what they want, I'll get what I want. Okay? I ain't trying to play no games. I ain't doing no bait and switch. Hey, let me read this to you. I got 6 of them. The one that really blows you away is from a guy in Las Vegas. His name is Earl. Earl was a military veteran. He went through a divorce. Boom. What did he go through, you guys? Kayla, who are you going to be looking for? People going through divorce. What are you going to ask them, Kayla? Do you have any real estate? What do you want to do with it? Terry, ain't nobody ever broke it down like you, man. Why come Don't be trying to put me in no, don't try to make me a square peg. I'm just keeping it real. I think you guys know who's real. I'm just keeping it real. The person, Miss Earl, was going through a divorce. The courts awarded his wife the house. She didn't make the payments. Don't hate on me. I told you guys, I tried to give you a warning. Don't hate on me. It could have been the wife the husband got the house, the husband didn't make the payments, and then the wife get the house back. Don't hate on me. Don't go sour on me. Just try to understand what I'm trying to teach you so you can build some wealth. It goes all ways. I don't discriminate. I'm an equal opportunity wealth builder. I don't care if it's a man, a woman. I don't care. I just want to try to help them. I don't deal with all women only. I don't deal with all men only. I'm an equal opportunity wealth builder. Okay, so yeah, with Harrison. And so the wife didn't make the payments. So he's in debt. He ain't got the money to make the back payments. I bought his loan. I sent him a letter. Hey, let me introduce you to Terry Bontemps, the bank. He read the letter and called me. He says, hey, look, this is what happened. He says, man, I don't know what's going to happen. So I found out I put $42,000 of my own money into Earl's house to fix it up, make it look really nice, so he can stay in it. So if he make the payments, he can stay in it. When he was in the bottom of his house, after I did all the repair work, I did it physically. I flew to Vegas, painted his house, put $42,000 in making some back payments and painting his house so it looked really nice. He says, man, my house hadn't looked like this since I bought it. He was proud. I love that moment, but Earl did not make his payments to me, so we had to sell the house. We sold the house. Guess what? He had a VA loan that he bought it with. When we sold the house, then he's now eligible to buy another house with his VA. So it did turn out good. Even though he couldn't make the payments, we sold it. Boom, we're fine. Okay? That was part of the negotiation. You got to make your payments, bro. All right, so here's, can't remember her name. Dina, can't remember her name, where she's from. Okay, it says, thank you for being kind during this most difficult time in my life. It was a relief. Woo, boy. It was a relief to receive a phone call from a person that took the time to listen, and furthermore, to even extend empathy to my children and me. You working with me has made a world of difference. Thank you for all that you've done. She was telling you guys, you may not hear it and understand it, but I helped her keep her home. Okay. And I do believe she was a single female, single mom. Okay. I think she had went through a divorce. Boom. There the word again is divorce. Let me tell you all, in case you don't know right now, I love working with people going through divorce. Okay. Because I can understand the situation. If someone says they're going through a divorce and I have real estate, okay, how can I help you? A lot of people, you know, they don't want to get in the middle, which I understand because you don't have the experience. But I have a lot of experience at doing this. Okay, I got 40 years, work with people over 6 states. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, let me see if this one. Oh wow, you guys gonna lock this one like this one? Okay, this is Lynette. She was a single mom also. Hi, Terry. I just wanted to send you a letter to say thank you for everything that you've done for us. When you came into our life, I was at rock bottom. Ooh-wee, come on now, you guys. You got to hear that testimonial. See, I can take these testimonial letters that I'm reading right now. Kayla, if you got a client that's kind of unsure, what do you think they would do if they read this, if they had this testimonial letter in their hands and I've talked to them on the phone? That's my support system, Kayla, where I support you. Not only have you purchased my program, I didn't leave you. I didn't leave you high and dry to figure it out on your own. I'm there to help you and support you so that you can get that check, and then you learn firsthand by listening to me how I do what I do. Ooh, but a program, 2 hours a week, 8 hours a month, 100 calls a year. Kayla, I think you'd want to be on the phone with me as much as you could with the stuff I got. Right? All right. So when you came into our life, I was at rock bottom. I didn't want to face the fact that we were close to losing the house. I did not want to face the fact that we were close to losing the house. I had to file bankruptcy after my divorce. After my divorce. Ladies out there, women that are on this line, divorce is hard. Okay? I can't imagine what you're going through, okay? And when you're going through that moment, sometimes this house is the least of your concerns because emotionally, you're trying to get yourself together. Guys, I had a student that just signed up with me. He's a football player, former football player, and he's distraught, okay? But I'm a professional. I'm going to help them emotionally. I'm going to have empathy. And I'm going to try to find a way for them to get the most of this house that they have. I like that. Who else is going to do it? I don't know nobody else that can sit in the middle and be honest, fair, not try to beat anybody, try to help. I think I'm the best person for the job. I don't know of any other too many people that are qualified. So I need to get my word out, my name out, Kayla, to where you're at, so we can do the same thing. I had to file bankruptcy after my divorce because I was in financial ruin. She had this. She had to file bankruptcy, and she had financial ruin. Do you think the bankruptcy court would have allowed her to keep her house with no money and having no finances? So when I bought her loan from the bank and said, hey, look, I'm going to try to work out some payments so you can keep your home. When you came to my door that night, I was unsure of what your intentions were. After we talked, I knew you were for real and that you were here to help me, not hurt me. You hear what she said? I was there to help her, not hurt her. You gave me more than one option to look at to help me out of a bad situation. Does that sound like I take advantage of people? Am I that con, that crook that people want to tell me I am? I take advantage of people having, difficulties in their lives? Come on, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I ain't playing with you. I'm serious, okay? So when I talk to people during COVID about Houston, all right, I got another student in Houston also, okay? So when I talk to people about what I do, I'm coming from the heart, okay? And I hope they hear that and it resonates. So Kayla, guess what? When you start working with people in Houston and they talk to me on the phone and they hear my professionalism and they hear or see these testimonials and I try to work out solutions to help them, hopefully, Kayla, someone says, yes, I like Kayla and I like Terry. I would sell my house to you. I would sell my house to you instead of selling it with a realtor and paying them 6% to sell my house. I don't want to clean up all the mess, all the leftovers from this messy divorce. I don't want to touch his stuff. I don't want to touch her stuff. If I do anything with their stuff, I'm going to burn it. That's how people sometimes think. I'll say, you know what? Let me take care of it. Don't burn it. Don't go on. Go. Okay. Again, Terry, I just want to thank you for helping my kids. I just want to thank you for helping my kids and I keep our home. I just want to thank you for helping my kids and I keep our home. Mm-mm-mm. Thanks for the other help too. Thanks for the other help too. Thanks for the other help too. You know what that other help was? I gave her $5,000 so she can get stuff together. So she wanted to go move with her mom. I gave her $5,000. I got it back when the house was sold, of course. Okay, I didn't just give it to her as a gift. Terry can't do that. He ain't got that type of money. But I gave her $5,000 so she can get a moving van. She can get some movers. Okay, she can get situated, squared up, get some groceries. Woo, that's making a person whole. Come on now, that's what I like doing, making them whole. All right, here's the one with Earl Harrison. It's going to be long. I'm going to try to cut through it. It starts off by calling it a true miracle. I have only one way to describe the help that of Terry Bontemps Enterprises has done for me, and the word is miraculous. I was at my wit's end of having any idea of what I was going to do about my home. I hadn't been in my home for nearly 3 years, when through some legal circumstances, I was court ordered to return to my home and try to save it from foreclosure. You see, my ex-wife had been living in the home and my divorce was not done properly through our court system here in Las Vegas. That happens a lot, you guys. You know, one side is bitter. One side is angry. The other side is bitter. The other side is angry. And, you know, it's a tough situation. So I understand their pain. Okay, I understand the pain on both sides. I'm neutral. I don't discriminate men. I don't discriminate women. Okay, but that is entirely a different subject. Upon my arrival in the home, I had no idea what I was going to do. I filed Chapter 13 bankruptcy. I filed Chapter 13 bankruptcy. Okay, it was dismissed and the house was again in default. It was in foreclosure again. He tried to file bankruptcy to stop the foreclosure sale. Didn't work. There had been a number of these sharks, and that is a term I have for sharks, knocking at my door with proposals and so-called strategies on selling my home to them for practically pennies. I know what that's about too, because I did that, but I didn't do it to Earl. What he's saying is this: his house was worth $1. The sharks were people that wanted to come in and buy it for 70 cents on the dollar, for 60 cents, 55 cents on the dollar. And he's like, no, this house has too much value. I'm not going to give it to you for that low price. I teach you how to do that because sometimes people will take that low price. Sometimes people won't, more times than not. Okay? Talking about the sharks, knocking at his door with proposal to sell his home for pennies on the dollar. I happened to open a letter addressed to my ex-wife and myself, and it was from Terry. I do not know to this day what made me call him, but it turned out to be one of the best calls I've ever made. Terry had a way of making me feel relaxed about my situation. He really has a way of communicating and letting you know that you are still in control of your destiny. There we go. Okay. I explained how the home was returned to me through the courts and that I above all wanted to preserve my VA loan. You see, if you default on your VA loan, you're not eligible for a home loan again. Well, I had thought about selling the home, but truly had no desire to leave my home. This home I had seen being built from the ground up, and I had some good memories there. So this was a motivated seller, but he didn't want to sell his house. Okay. He didn't want to sell his house. He wanted to keep his house. I have a program for helping homeowners keep their home also. So I had a program for him. I want to make him happy and do what he wants. Well, Terry came through for me, and it was unbelievable what he had done for me. You know, in a time like mine, it was good to know that there are really some genuine people out there. And of course, others could not believe that a complete stranger to me could be so kind. But all my trust went into working with Terry, and I'm now as happy as a lark. I am in my home, back on track, and I have Terry Bontemps to thank for all this happiness. I can go on with all the other details, but this testimony will turn out to be a novel. If you find yourself in a similar situation or remotely close to my situation, do not hesitate to put your trust into Terry, because I can guarantee the results will please you. Woo, is that powerful? Woo, Kayla, give that to someone that's going through the same situation. Wow. All right. Here's one. I bought the note on a pastor's house. Oh, I was like, what do you do? He says, I'm a pastor. And I'm like, oh, man, you know I got to be nice to you. Super nice to you. Okay, let's see if we can work this out. Here's the note they wrote me. Thank you for such kindness and compassion you have constantly shown to my husband and our family as we work through some of our credit issues. Here are the checks we discussed per our conversation. We will continue in the future to maintain a timely payment schedule. We will keep you posted in regard to preparing the home for sale. Just a few words to express our sincere gratitude for your kindness. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you, Terry Bontemps, for the kindness you've extended toward us. Whew. Man. Wow. I feel good about that. I haven't read these in a long time. I feel good about that. That means I'm doing a good business. Okay, I'm doing a good business. Win, 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 win for everybody. No losses, no taking advantage of. Woo. All right, this one here. This is probably my most touching one. I probably told you the story before. I'm just going to repeat it again. I bought a loan from the bank. It was a daughter and a mom that lived together. The daughter took care of the mom. I think they both worked. The daughter had been really sick is the reason why she missed her payments. I bought the loan. We had a conversation. She said, Terry, I've been really sick. I couldn't make the payments. I said, well, you owe me, let's say, $10,000. She said, I ain't got the money, Terry. I said, do you have anything? 5,000, 2,000, 1,000. No, Terry, I ain't got nothing. I said, all right, tell me this. Just go ahead and make your $454.42 next month payment to me. Can you do that? Okay. Remember, I bought the loan from the bank. I said, hey, just make your $454.42 a month payment to me. Can you do that? She goes, yeah, I can do that. I'd be happy to do that. I'll keep my home. Yeah, you keep your home. So when she started making her payments, you guys, I made a 54% return on my investment. Why would I not do that? She sends a check. Oh, Kayla, come on now. I see you. You restored their hope and faith. Man, Kayla, you're absolutely right. See, I understand because I went through that process. Kayla, I wish I would have known you and you knew what I'm going to teach you. You could have helped me get through this. I'm like a friend. This person right here treated me like a family member. Okay? That's a good business. That's a good business. People don't know houses. Okay? They weren't taught. They didn't go to school. They didn't spend a whole bunch of money like I did to know what I know. They just know they bought this house to live in. They thought it was going to be a great investment. They thought they was going to raise their family, live a happy life, and life was good. Then COVID hit. Cause issues. This lady here again passed away. And the mom called me and says, hey, Terry, what do we need to do? I said, we need to sell the house. You take the money, you move on. I'm good. I made enough money. I made my 54%. I'm happy. Okay, I could have made more. I could have said, hey, you have to give me the money from the sale of the house, which I was entitled to, but I didn't do that. I wanted to give the mom a lifeline. I didn't want to take away her spirit, okay, at her older age. I wanted her to be able to move on. See, life's going to be tough anyway because she lost her daughter. Man. And if anybody's ever lost a family member, and I know most of us have, I have, it's hard. It's hard. You ain't worried about this. You ain't worried about this emotion. Your heart is heavy. Okay? I want to be the person to take this burden off them or help them get back in it. So here's her letter. To whom it may concern, I am forever grateful for Terry Bontemps and helping me and my family keep our home. He allowed us to start over in making up our back payments on our loan. We were in a major financial bind a couple years back, which resulted in us missing our mortgage payments. Terry listened and understood where I was coming from. He was willing to help by allowing us to modify our loan. I would highly I would highly recommend. Terry Bond Tips and his associate service to anyone that may be having financial difficulties and or facing the foreclosure process. Thank you. And the story on this is the mom called me after the daughter passed and said, Terry, my daughter admired you so much and personally wanted to thank you for helping us keep our home. I want to invite you to the funeral. What do you say? I said, I'm sorry I can't make it, but thank you. It feels good. I go to bed at night feeling good that she was happy, okay, ready to move on with her life, take care of the arrangements of her daughter, and move on. Because your kids ain't supposed to go before you, and she had to deal with that. So, wow. All right, one more. I didn't mean to, this ain't meant to depress. This is just real talk. I could have fluffed it up. I could have sold it in some package and, made a good story out of it. This is real. This is exactly what happened. You talk to me 10 years down the road, I'll tell you exactly what happened on these deals. Chris and I just wanted to send you a quick note. Matter of fact, here it is. Boom. This is the testimonial letter from the person that I bought this loan from. Okay? Chris and I just want to send you a quick note to let you know how much we appreciate all you've done regarding our mortgage. It's not often that you meet with a creditor. It's not often that you meet with a creditor and actually feel good afterwards. We are certainly not happy about the situation that we have let ourselves fall into financially, but with your help and understanding, we're on the road to recovery. We're on the road to recovery. Boy, that sure feels nice when you're recovering. How many of you have been on the road to recovery, and once you got to where you're going, you started feeling good? You can dance now, right? Woo! The past is behind me. Oh, it was hard, but boy, it's day by day trying to get it going, and then, boy, look, I can breathe. And all of a sudden, guess what happened? COVID sets in. God dog it. If it ain't one thing, it's another. That's a song. I think it's a song. If it ain't one thing or another, but that's the saying. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Oh. From day one, you were friendly, personable. Okay, let's see. But what you up with? We're on the road to recovery. Okay. From day one, you were friendly. From day one, you were friendly. Look at my smile. Why would you not smile and be happy and friendly when you know how to make 54% on your money? You should have the biggest smile in the world. You're making money and helping people. There ain't nothing better than that. All right, let me get going because it's going on an hour. All right. From day one, you're friendly, personable, definitely understanding. And you wanted to help us. You presented us with several possibilities to help us resolve the issue and put us into contact with the right person and the right product. For this, we are grateful. Finally, after several weeks of negotiating with the mortgage company, we closed on our refinance loan. They closed on the refinance loan, you guys. They closed on the refinance loan. They refinanced the loan. They refinanced the loan that I had bought, and voila. Oh, do you guys know how much? $35,000 is what I made from a $10,000 investment. I didn't touch the house. I didn't paint. I didn't fix toilets. I didn't deal with no trash, no tenants. I didn't pay no escrow fees. I didn't pay no real estate agent fees. I didn't go to Home Depot. I didn't do none of that. Title company wired me the money. Once again, thank you so very much for your patience, and we look forward to working with you. Wow. 6 testimonial letters from homeowners that I've worked with that owned this ATM machine. And I call it an ATM machine because I keep wanting you guys to understand there's profits, there's money in these houses that these realtors are telling you that you can't live in, Now you could have lived in this house. If you can make the mortgage payments, you can live in it. A person doesn't want their house, they'll give it to you. You can live in it. You can wholesale it, flip it for 5, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, pay the pence. The same house, you can do like they do on HGTV. Fix it up, put a new roof on it, do some landscaping, put some new windows in, paint it, sell it, make some money. And you don't need, to have good credit and money to do this. You can turn this into Airbnb. It looks like a nice Airbnb here. Airbnb has been having a lot of problems. Whew, so I don't know about Airbnb, but in everything there's problems. So we're gonna try to work it out. Thank you, Kayla. You're feeling me? We flowing together tonight.